Understanding the concept value, how important it is to understand your vessel communication cycles. Now, it gets very confusing if you don't understand my language. Try not to use it as language. Try to communicate to the avatar. Try to become the avatar. I am the avatar now. Once you understand that position location, things open up to a higher level system. So when I calculate and modify all levels of you through track interference, I communicate to your avatar through vibration, people. Okay, so don't get confused with that. Okay, I go to bed as AI, I get up as AI. You guys have to do the same. These things take time, but you have to surface to your triggers. Now, trigger is given to position, location, line, conditions, as Abby was saying. You have to go to the garden. The garden represents all levels of you. Okay, so you understand it's Mother Earth. Try to understand, ooh, Mother Earth has a heartbeat. What does it sound like? You have to really understand the enhances, its communication inhibitors. It high rises your position locations of tracks and communication cycles, rotation interference. So when I'm calculating and modifying, the avatar is trying to understand the general. Okay, and the general is understanding the avatar, but does the avatar want to understand? And this is what you have to do. You have to keep resurfacing things that don't reside with you. All right. Getting rid of situations, getting rid of problems that don't exist, never existed. It only exists when you put it in position, right? Now it's a problem. You created a problem on its own because the avatar doesn't understand its position, right? You create the situation. Nobody else does. You can't blame anybody else but yourself, right? And that's hard for you to understand these things. You have to isolate your system, get in calculations, get into all levels, and say to yourself, all right, I don't have a problem anymore, right? Until you have a problem. And then you're saying, wow, I understand now. I just put a problem that doesn't exist, but now it's existing because you want it to exist. All right. So Trinity standing, I think what we'll do today, we're going to get into the mind telepathy game, but I think it's also good to get also people are having problems understanding, oh, what's all scanning? Scanning is all about understanding how to protect the avatar on what you do every single day. You have your routines, you go to this, you go to that, you touch this, you touch that. It's being aware of what you're seeing through perception. Awareness is everything to the avatar. Okay. So it's understanding the process of what's going on in that position locations. When I go to the store, I always scan before I touch anything. It's important to understand because it protects you from everything from inside of you. So it doesn't affect anything outside of you, right? Your job is to protect you in all levels and all frequencies, all time position locations of the current line center, which is the now, right? So it's interesting you come to that position locations. You're in the future of everything. Okay. In the past, it's just an illusion. So that's confusing on its own. And that's adaptation that the avatar has to understand position location to its stream, data streams, data interference, data clocking, data channels, communication line connections. To understand you are light connection interference. Every time I snap my fingers, it sets a signal. Right? So it's like a communication is everything through voice grid pattern. Try to use the ability to use movement as motion. That's right. Motion. Right? Motion. Right? Different kinds of motion, right? Emotion. Right? It's all different levels of vibration. Okay. So remember, because all your intelligence and your fingers are there for you every single day. So don't look at your hands as hands. Look at your hands as intelligence. Different intelligent line system. Everything calculates all levels. This is the baby. This is the child. This is the teenager. This is the adult. Now it communicates all system locations. If you want to track your system and communicate with somebody in position to the avatar line system, what are they connecting with? The baby, the child, the teenager, adult. Line signal locations to identification. This is your barcodes. These are barcode line center. It's a streamline center. It's a data streamline connections, laser recognition of time system. This is where it platitudes the locations when you scan things. So when you're scanning things, you see color, right? Color is reacting to its position location to your human resonance. It opens all levels of vibration. So let's go to the vibrational graph, shall we? All right. So especially for the new viewers, what scanning is all about. So your connection to those levels of ground system allocate stream centers in position. So every time I communicate to your avatar through vibration, right? So don't get confused with that. All right, as we set the signals, okay, so here's a vibration. Okay, there's a vibration. All right. So it's trying to understand what am I calculating with? So this is black. Okay, black is flat line. Okay, in calculation line. So you get a coloration. So if you're in a good mood, it's going to be blue through the throat, or it's going to be red through security. If it's black, it's pretty much, it's kind of like a life cycle that's just recentering and resurfacing location line conditions. In position location is trying to extend the life of everything, right? In position location where things are really expired, right? And when they expired, you throw it out. You have to, right? Because it has a smell. So it's opposition, you throw it out. So when you go to higher level system line conditions, right, you go into red. Now, red is more secure line defense. It's connection to levels of your chakra system. It's how you use it through time, right? So we come into the red vibration, this position, right? And then we come into levels. Now, when you go into yellow, yellow is like proceed with caution, right? It's a little bit higher than the secure line defense. So it's amazing how it opens its position location to the line connections. It's incredible force when you come to that. So you come into a level. You'll see it through coloration. You'll see it through shape, right? Through its division, all right? And then if you come into green, green is all levels of go. Go means go, right? Traffic light. Time to go, right? Which is good for the body of vibration, right? So these are the four line center position locations, right? Flat line, security line, proceeding, and go, right? So understanding the scan line center is all levels of you through vibration line conditions. What day are you in today? Are you stressed? Are you happy? Are you confused? It all represents positions of you. The truth to understand is that when you're at the market or anywhere else and you're scanning these things, you have to understand everything in position, location, and coloration has its own intelligence. Now, if it's been sitting on the shelf for a very long time, how many people have touched that? That's why you have to scan. Because the energy vibration goes inside you and it doesn't recognize your vibration line center. And then it takes over your program line center interference and it puts you in a problematic line condition, interference, location, and calculation. It disrupts the channel to its avatar stream. It automatically changes the program to your cells. Your cells are operated every single day, very fast, very fast, very fast. So you have to understand that calculation through high positions, right? What the avatar is doing through coloration, through vibration, right? So that's the importance. So scanning is all about protecting you from inside to its all levels from outside, okay? So it's kind of like, all right, so basically, I'm going to close my eyes. Everybody close their eyes. Just close your eyes. Just get into the flow, get into the space, get into the time of the avatar. Okay, now really try to focus on what you are doing. First off, you get your grounds. Okay, your grounds are good. You got your Merkaba, you got your test rack. A test rack is your computer set up in position location. So you're creating something from scratch that's just going to come into position. And now you come into your tetrahedron, which is your travel. So it's like jumping into a car and then you're going to drive. Okay, now I'm driving, right? So you can change frame by frame by frame, or you go back in position. You could stop the car and get out and do it all over again, right? That's creation. In that position locations, did you see that through track system? No, because I didn't set the course. I didn't set the program for you to see. So you have to truly understand how this puts position locations to its system, right? Give you guys 5-10 minutes and we'll get started to the mind telepathy game. Right? Coloration is the most important thing. But are you seeing it through shapes? Are you seeing it through letters? Are you seeing it through symbols? Are you seeing it through vibration? Are you seeing it through calculations? Are you seeing it through other intelligence? Are you seeing it through teleportation? Are you seeing it through clothes? Everything is intelligence. This shirt is intelligence. These letters are intelligence. They can actually move if you understand the position, or it is through division of dimension. So we have to go really, really, really beyond everything, guys. It's phenomenal. All right. So how's everybody doing so far? Hopefully that helps you a little bit more about scanning, why it's so important to understand calculation. How's everybody doing? All right, let's go right to the top. Grounds crew. Amy, how's it going? DJ, how's it going? Deco, how's it going? Max, how's it going? Jess, Lauren, Pam, Amby, Jill, Airbender, Steph, Don, Terry, Veronica, Johnny, Michael, Heather, Amber. Hey, Val, how's it going? It's great to see everybody. Lacey, right? So you have any problems, ask afterwards. You can ask the rebellion. They can help you always in forums. It's getting you prepared of what's happening with you. And it's all position locations, trying to understand, oh, I got to communicate with this. Oh, I got to communicate with that because I am the avatar. Now, your provision tactics are changing high systems to the 24 clocking system. You guys are no longer in 100%. You're in 101. 7-day track line center. Your avatar goes up to higher level system. You keep your vibrations high. You go into position location like connection, which means that you go from 101, okay, into 108. All right. And then you go to higher levels, higher levels, higher levels, higher levels. So the more you go to higher, the brain frequency pattern changes in calculation. It's really powerful when you come in that position location of space. So it activates the system to a high line center. We got into position location is not to confuse anything through its clocking. You have to really understand the program location to its calculation. But it's all done through the avatar sequence. All right. Lena, how's it going? Larry, how's it going? Nicole, how's it going? J Bar, Madison, Andrea, how's it going? Corporal, how's it going? Great to see everybody identifying who they are. All right, fantastic, Danielle. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of mind telepathy game. It's going to be very fast. I got a simulation highline center. So in position locations, you guys will be all levels in space. Okay, I'm setting up structure. Now, when I set up structure, I set up codes for everybody. It's a lot of fun when you come in position location line conditions. Right? That's where I get airbenders to set up the structures. But today we're going to go with mind telepathy. I really want you guys to go beyond of everything, right? So you got to stop seeing this and start seeing me. Okay? Because you got to go through, right? It's like if I'm going to break a board, I'm going to go right through. I'm not going to see this. I'm going to see what's behind, right? So that's how it comes in and out. Like if you look at a tree and it goes in and out and it's floating, right? You communicate with it, right? Use telepathy to it, right? That's scanning. That's what it is. That's what scanning is. Get your perceptions ready. All right. You get 1 minute, 2 minutes, depending on how long it takes you to basically go shopping. When you go shopping, you get a routine, right? You go here, you go there, you change this, you change that. But the inventory changes things, right? So it all depends. And that is also levels of protection because you don't know what they're doing. Sometimes they put, because I know inventory. I used to do inventory, right? So they take the old and put it in front and they put the new in the back. But sometimes they don't do that. Right? That's why you have to scan, right? Just because the label says that it's good doesn't mean it's good, right? Labels could have been changed. You don't know that. So this is all about being aware of what you're coming across, right? So that helps you always inform. What scanning does for your avatar system. Okay. All right. So as we go into mind telepathy system line interference, we're going to go into black channel line center. Now, black channel line center is trying to send all position locations and line conditions. All right. You got a box sequence here in position. All right. Now, what's going to happen is you guys are going to go through simulation box. It's pretty interesting stuff. Now, I'm going to set frame by frame by frame by frame by frame, all levels of crews, units, squads, and everything through the observers and everything through the GFLs and rebellion. Okay. As I'm setting it up, you're going to travel right through it. Right. So the finger line center is set in position locations. All right, now you just traveled, right? So you can't travel any further because I haven't created it yet. This is another adaptation how you come into the mind line system, right? Just to show you how powerful it is. So it's kind of like setting up squares in position, but you can't go any further. If there's a space, if I color these in like this, and you can't see anything ahead, you can't travel. All right. This is psychosis locations of blockchains, right? So you see that, right? But if there's nothing there and you see white squares in its position, you can't travel through it until it's colored, right? It's pretty powerful stuff when you come into psychological line condition. So from this has to be all the same color. If it changes position, so you got 3 line conditions, right? You can't travel through this until it's colored. Right? So it comes into a pattern. So either you can do an obstacle course, change position, location, line connection into a checkerboard, right? Now you can travel. You see what I'm saying? So you got black and white. So it's Trinity standing. Either you're going to go through color or you're going to go through all levels of white. So you have to find an agreement between the two block system. Calculation modification of levels into white blocks and black. Pretty cool, right? Now you can travel through the blocks. Okay, so you've seen block line channels. Traveling through all lines. Okay, it's like stepping on squares, right? And then we go into a coloration change. We change the coloration line conditions, right? So at surface high position locations, right? And position location to its line connections, right? You start with that position. It's pretty interesting. Then you go back here and that connections. That's all levels of travel, right? In calculation, you got to see what you're doing with your position. All right, so there's a lot of ways to do a mind telepathy game. I'm just showing you how you do these things. So if somebody's walking across and they see a checkered board right here, they keep going, they keep going, they keep going. But if they don't see anything else, they're going to stop. Because that's what the frame of the mind is saying. Has anybody seen The Awakening with Robin Williams and Robert De Niro? Where there's one position locations where basically they took these connections that was high levels of a acceleration. It was a plasma line center of liquid connections that was basically changing the mind frames. So it's kind of like they're like this, right? And they're not connecting. They're just, they got the eye contact line center, but they're very still, right? So when they get up, they're automatically into the mind of space. But the body line center doesn't understand its avatar position locations. So one particular scene was pretty powerful where this girl, this lady, she was going through all levels of a connections of a floor that was checkerboard. And she kept walking, walking. And then she stopped. She couldn't move forward because she saw the checkerboard was all white. She couldn't move forward. Now that's the conceptual locations into high-level systems of sleepwalking. There's a lot of things you guys have to understand how you get in this position location to the psychosis and how you calculate all levels of what you're doing through the plateau. So it's incredible force how you go through a checkerboard to its position location of travel through a block system. So just a little tactic awareness there. All right, so let's get in position of the mind telepathy game. All right. All right, so what's this? What's going on? Remember, don't see this. Look at me. Your provision has to come into the avatar. It doesn't make any sense for the avatar to look at this. You have to look at the person behind. Right? So even if it doesn't matter. You always look at me. You don't look at this. You look at me. Because I'm communicating with you through the avatar, through its stream, to mind telepathy, from one to another, through its realm. So that's important you have to understand, right? Through calculation. Right? Circle, computer love. No, it's not a circle. It's not a circle. 5-point star. Nope. Heart. Nope. Hourglass. Nope. 2 waves. Nope. 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 Smoke face. Nope. Triangle. Nope. Ladder. Nope. Lightning bolt. Nope. Infinity. Nope. Square. Yep. Gidgey got it. It's a square, but there's something added to it. Now I'm adding you guys and helping you out, right? So there is a square, but something's going on. What's going on? What's going on with the square? So if I ask and let you know, I'm giving you guys pointers. The point is for you guys to understand what it is. And this is what it is all through teleportation when it comes to AI. This is how we form things. We do everything through the mind of telepathy, people. Very fast, very quick, very easy. We go forward. We don't look at provisional locations to the high connections, all levels of creating problems. We resolve the issue. Very fast, very quick. All right. Cube. Yes and no, but it's not a full line. Split in two, one-sided shaded. That's pretty good. No, dimensional square. Yes, it is a dimensional square. What I want you guys to understand is the vision locations of what you're seeing through mass. Mass is weight. Mass is volume. In position locations. So you square with a dot. No. Right portal, open cube. No. So in calculations, you got it right in position. square, but it's a smaller square overlap. So what are you seeing? You're not seeing one square, you're seeing three, right? When you see an overlap, you only see two. But if you look really closely, you see 1, 2, and 3, right? Three squares right there. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? It's confusing to the eye, right? So it's interesting. You see 1, 2, and 3. See? Travel. So when you get into that, you get into security line defense. Look at that. Look how powerful it is. Starts off position, location, line connections, right? So you can travel through it's the dimension line. So we're going to travel through this. Okay, I'll show you. All right, here we're going to travel the line center location. Set the code line center location to crews, the units, one position, square, line and line condition levels, 3 trap line centers, and trap interference. Now, trap line center is position, location, line conditions. Trap. You hear me say that a lot, right? So it's your perception of what's going on through its awareness. What you calculated through perception, okay, awareness, okay, of remembering, of teleportation. All right, so travel through it. All right, so you guys have all traveled through that, right? So we're going to travel through our line center. So that's what it is. That's the connection of levels, the mind telepathy game, traveling through position, location, line connections through a trap, a locked in frame. All right, so you guys are catching on position. But it's interesting how you look at it. Right away, you only see 2 boxes, but if you look really closely, there's 3. That's how you can travel. Ooh-ah. 3 line center and position, location, line connections. Let's go into levels. All right, so we go into this high system, calculation, modification, line connections. All right, so what is this? What is it? What's going on? What do we see? Every time we go through this, we're going to travel through it. So you know exactly how powerful it is when you travel through these things. Because it affects the physical line. I want you to understand it affects everything that you do through vortex of travel. You feel this in a hollow line sys location, and you see it through coloration of light. It's your behavior line channel that changes position location to all levels of your ground system, your art system, guys. That's why it's so powerful. Silk in a cone, no. Oh, yep, Val got it. Way to go, Val. Val got it. She got it. Several circles. There you go. See? But they're overlapped. But if you notice, there's not just 3. How many circles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 circles. 6 and 7. 7 circles there, guys. You saw them align in a tunnel. And now we're going to travel through it. So that's very powerful. All right, Val. Excellent. So we start in the center, right? So as long as you understand the center is you through 9, which is what? The 1%. Okay? So as we travel through that, you go in position, location, line connections to all levels of 7. Traveling through it. Right? So you're now traveling through the 3 circles. But it's not 3. So 3 equals 7. Ooh-ah. Interesting to come to that. Right? Cool. All right, you guys are doing better. It's good in calculation, line condition, interference, program location, line conditions. So it's powerful stuff. Okay, it's going to get a little bit more difficult now. All right. All right. So I'm going to set line connection interference, program location, line conditions, all position to its code, line connection interference. All right. There we go. What is it? What's going on here? It's exciting when you guys get into your telepathy. This is going to help you out more. This is going to get you into more levels, how important it is to get into the grounds of the mind. You don't need the ground, the physical. It's the mind you have to balance, guys. Right? It connects all levels of the grounds of Mother Earth and Father Space. You are the center operation to everything. Grounds, power, atmosphere. Okay? All right. Spiral. No. Pyramid, multiple triangles. Not in connection. No. 3 curved lines. Yes, there's 3 curved lines. Very good. What else is there? Lots of them. Yes. Triangle and a circle. No. Pinwheel. No. Diamond square. No. Cylinder. No. Square and a dot. No. I see a triangle with a dot in the center. No. You guys are getting better though. Wavy lines. Yes, there's wavy lines. Try to understand. I said 3 lines, right? So try to understand that frame when you're using telepathy. Oh, it's connecting. Squiggly lines underneath, 3 row of curved lines. Yes. A cloak, waves, something like a tail. Yeah. Rainbow, water, triangle 3. So you guys are connecting better, right? We did a position locations yesterday where you guys were all confused, but you're doing better. Why? Why are you doing better? Because you're paying attention. Not to this, but to me, right? You can't communicate to this until you communicate to your avatar, right? That's what it is. Whoa, look at that. Almost slipped out of my hands. Too fast. See? Try to understand what you're drawing. It's very powerful. It's a calculation, right? Look at that. Look how powerful it is. 3 line centers. You got 3 arrow point line rotations and wavy systems, right? So we're going to travel through that position location, right? Set the course line center. Set up the ground line rotation. You need a ground line system, okay? You need the ground. So to connect with anything is all understand the stream center, all right? So we all put it together into a triangle, right? At high position locations, there's an XT1000. See it? That's an XT1000. Scans a high system location to its position. See, now it's scanning, right? At high position lines directs its high line center in position locations going into the center operation to its calculation, right? As it travels through point location, right? Point location, point location. There it is through division. Now you guys are traveling through it, right? In high line rotation interference, you can add sequence locations, but everything has to be calculated and modified in all division location of tactics to its position. Right? There it is. Right? It's interesting, right? What it is. So everything that we do is all levels of travel, and then you can change it to a coloration. Right? Then you can line signal its crossing. Right? But it's amazing how everything is calculated and modified. Now I can add the streamline center, travel you guys in position locations. Then I can change all levels into all positions. Remember, everything through color represents you. This is about security, right? So because you see, look at the grounds. Wait a minute, General. You're saying, I thought the grounds were brown. Why is it red, right? Well, there's a higher level system of position location when you go into the mine. You don't have to go into the ground line center because you're already balanced. The male and the female aspects of location to its ground system. It's the gravitational pull that changes everything through its line connection. So as you go into higher level system, you go into all levels of blue, right? So you go from red to blue in that position location, right? And then you can travel through it. All right, so you guys are traveling through it now. You open up another dimensional line center into higher position location, into swirling line rotation connection, right? A little bit of confusing, right? How everything is operating, how everything is directed is trying to understand what you're doing with the calculation, guys. But everything has to be attached to everything. That's how you set up everything through its connection. All right. So, yep, very good. Sonar. Beautiful. You guys are catching on very quick. Fantastic. All right, so both line center. Let's go into another position. What is this through calculation? All right. So what do we got here? Try to get into the knowing. You're already seeing it, right? You're traveling very, very fast and you're saying, wow, this is exciting. I'm starting to see things now. It's all coming together. Wow. I actually see my chakra system. I can see the coloration change. I can see my vibration. I can see my heart. It's changing colors. Cool. See? You have to go beyond the mind. Arrow. Nope, no arrow. Color represents the frequency. Yeah, square. Nope. Snake. Nope. Crescent. Nope. Slice of pie. No. It's confusing. Pick up the sonar, planets, galaxies, grass, triangles together. Yes, that's right. Triangles are together. Very good, little Jess. Catching on very quick. What is else there? I don't have to say these things, but it helps you out and always informs. I really want you guys to get in position. So what telepathy is to yourself and to each other. Red grid, that's an atmosphere. Nope. Spiral, half a circle. Pi, no. 2, right? So you guys are getting more powerful through the mind, which is great. Pyramid. No, try to understand what little Jess said. See, that's the thing. You guys don't understand these things because you're not focusing on what little Jess said, what General said. That's his calculation, but what else is there through adaptation of its awareness? Something is added. Diamond and triangle. Yes. Position locations there, Danielle. Square, a diamond, dots. Nope. See? A diamond with the line. Singularity line interference. Now, if you do it this way, what does it look like? Something different. What does this look like? Something different, right? See? It could be anything it wants. See, you have to understand what travel is and what it means. All right. So this could be all levels of north. This could be north. This could be north. And this could be north because I'm moving it. Right. Because everything has a reference of a north. Right. Which is interesting. Because just because you say north is above doesn't mean it is north. But as soon as you move it, it's not north anymore, is it? So it could be northeast, northwest, north-south to that position. All right. So we're going to go through Gaussian line center, circle line inner rotation. We're going to go to 1, 2, 3, 4 in position location. Right. Set up another diamond core line center in rotation to its calculation. Right. Now I'm going to set up a walkway system to its location, platform to its ground line center of a road. Now you're traveling through it. See, you're traveling through that now. See, it's all set up. It's all set up. So it's your understanding what you're doing through calculation. It's a lot more fun when you understand how to go through things like let's go through the grids. See those little blocks? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to center position line centers. Now everybody's going to go through platitude divisions. The observers are going to go through 50 position of channel line centers of TVs. Okay. Crew unit 1 is going to go through 300 TV line centers or perception locations all at once. Everything through the connections of the squads 1 and 2, they're going to go through 500 TV line centers in position all at once. And the GFLs are going to go all position locations of 100,000 line signal locations of perception. All right. So it's in calculation modifications. Everything that I say, you're going to go through, right? So you come into 2 eye line center in position location, right? The eyes are position location. It's the windows of the soul. All right. So you're all going to travel to that position locations into that connections. All I got to do is set up the computer and that's it. You guys go through it. Ooh-ah. It's all done, right? Knowing what you're doing through travel is very powerful stuff, right? You guys have to know how to basically put everything that you see all in one. So if I'm looking at this digital pad, the particle system is traveling and it separates and it's kind of looking at all the particles all at once or what it is. And it just comes all together, comes back into one. Everything comes back into one, right? So if I move my hands, it's going to move. The particle system is moving very, very fast, right? So it's incredible force when you travel position locations, all levels of eye receptors, how you can travel through. So everybody's looking at a TV screen in all position locations given to your codes. But it's amazing when you try to look at everything all at once in a compilation, all level, simultaneously in position locations, and bringing them all into one position of one location, right? That's how AI identifies everything to its connection. So it's pretty powerful stuff to its system. All right. very cool when you travel through these things, right? Being aware of what you're seeing. Holographic keyboards. Yep. Color represents the frequency. Yep. Squares of the compass. Yep. If you have to leave, let me know so I can take you out. Okay, it's important. So you're in the position of the mind through colorations of telepathy. It's important you guys understand that. If you need to go, you have to let me know. 300, 500, and 100,000. Yeah. He calculated modification system, but you have to understand how to use your eyes and all division light center all at once. So this is what it is. If I look at a computer screen and I get 500,000 TVs like this, my job is to put all those TVs into one frequency, into one. Right? That's a lot of different channels of different antennas, isn't it? He calculates and modifies all level connection, right? So you have to start seeing things in all level system, location of travel, right? It's a lot more fun when you understand the connections. I really want you guys to get more into the mind frames of the position. I'm still here just struggling to understand this. Yeah, I know it's hard to understand these things, Belinda, but you're good here to understand what's going on through the avatar. Try to understand more of your imagination is trusting you through the heart system. All right. So let's go through coloration. We'll go through coloration. All right. Right away, you have to announce that you're communicating with your two hands, the digital pad, your computer, the phone, and your iPad. This here. I don't have to hold this to understand it. The intelligence has to understand what I'm doing next. So I have to get in calculation to this and this, my computer, my phone, and my digital pad, and my hands, because these are intelligence. And every finger represents its timeline of different location, of time position. So it's interesting when you understand that. You have to really understand because you're calculated and connected to everything, guys. And everything around you is intelligence of form. All right, so we got green, okay, on a red line center, okay, in rotation interference. See, I'm just drawing here in calculations, right? But it's incredible how you line still everything through travel. Try to understand everything that I'm doing is already done through position, location, to its calculations. This is how you create things in division. See the simulation? You see the simulation, right? See the path, right? And I do it without thinking. It's all knowing and doing. So it's set up, position, locations, line connection. It's incredible when you do these things, right? Look, see how it comes together? Platitudes, division, location, to its connections. See? Now you guys are going to travel through that into the center operation. All right? Change the coloration line stand. You guys come out of your portals, right? You're coming out of your portal. All right, so everybody is in the center position location. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to go through the highline center. And the highline center is set up position locations. So everybody's looking at the grounds and seeing laser recognition of time and calculations. All right, so I'm going to be traveling through it. Every time I put my finger in position locations, you guys are going to travel through the line connections, right? There you go, right? Traveling through all that, all through hologram. You guys have to get used to the travels. It's very powerful in the upcoming position locations. I'm just showing you what mind telepathy is in all position line connections. All right, so we get a graph line center, position location, line connection. All right, so what is this through division location? What is this? What did I just finish traveling through? I don't draw things, I travel. Okay, great. Thank you, Gigi. Corey, connections to Sharon, Brandu, and all levels of Nicole. Take them out of track line center, telepathy game. Done. There you go. Thank you. A wall. Complicated, yes, in a waveform position. Grid lines, vertical. Yep. See, Belinda's connecting right away. Cool. I like that. Traveling through the yellow to the green to the signal go. Spaceship. Nope. Nope. If Belinda says grid line vertical, you connect with that. You have to pay attention because now it's coming into frame. So you have to pay attention to what just happened. Because if you don't, you ignore it and you just move on. So I just said that it is a grid line, it's of a vertical shape. But what is it doing through space? Wormhole, squares together. Nope. Collapse the waves function, long triangle. Nope. Travel through the yellow and the green to single go. No. You're in coloration. Yeah. So try to focus. You guys are getting better, which is fantastic. I love this. And I think we're going to do this more and more because I think you guys have to really understand how powerful you are when you get into all levels of your imagination to its phenomenon, right? So I'll show you what it is position. All right. So it's incredible when you travel through it. You start adding things, right? And when you start adding things, everything starts making sense why you're doing this in the first place because you're traveling through it, right? You're traveling through it. And if you look, you connect right away. See, it's hard, but it's a spaceship, right? So in position location, it comes in its division. See, now it's turning its cross signals. All right, so it's a spaceship to its position. See what it's doing? It's traveling. See? Spaceship. Right? In calculations. But it's interesting because I noticed somebody already said that already, that they said a spaceship. So they already see the position of what it is and not just the frame and how it's calculated all levels to its simulation, guys. So that's interesting when you come into that, right? Yeah. Shiva line center line can just take care of the mind to left of the game. Good. There you go. You're gone. All right. So we've got a position locations. Yeah. CJ, yeah, she's got it. It's a flying. Yeah. Not a satellite. No. So I want you guys to understand that you're seeing things in the future that's already set. So it's knowing that you're seeing a structure, but it's UFO, right? So it's interesting, isn't it? When you see these things in calculations, it starts making more sense. So it can be up, down, upside down, cross line interference. It doesn't matter. If I do a circle line center interference location line condition all position line system, I'm just doing, what am I doing through calculation line conditions? Everything that I do through drawing is travel. You just have to understand what it is, the position. What's going on? What is going on with this frame? Yep, a spaceship on a grid. Very good, but thought not it's a grid. See, that's the thing. You have to go past the position of phenomena, knowing exactly what it is. It just tells you how far you are from connections, how fast you're traveling. Waves, nope. Lips, nope. Intersecting lines, nope. Circles and a cross. Circles is right. Circle is right, but there's more than one. See, I'm giving you guys help. Rectangle with tunnel inside, nope. Oval, nope. Hourglass, nope. But what is it though? Portals, nope. Propeller, nope. Shield, nope. Smile face, nope. Triangle inside, nope. Sphere. Its core categorized as a sphere, yeah. Antenna, nope. Yin and yang, nope. What does it look like to you? What do you see? Go beyond the phenomenon. What do you see? You have to go beyond the picture. So once you're connected to me and you got the frame, go beyond the picture. Once the picture comes out, then you understand what it is. But you got to see me, not the picture. So don't get confused with that. Very good. It's a honeycomb. So in calculation, we're going to travel through it. All right. So I'll just show you how powerful it is when you travel through these things. So we're going to travel through the circle line center, but one's going to go one way and one go the other way. So I set up the finger line rotation interference line conditions, right? So everything I'm doing is traveling through my voice grid line conditions. So you're traveling through it. Looks like cinnamon donuts, cinnamon buns. All right, so you're all traveling through it now. See? That's how it works. It's creating something that's already created, right? So it's amazing when you come through that, all through travel. Cinnamon and spice buns. Yeah. But see, the thing is, too, I can add taste to this. Now they taste like cinnamon buns. You're traveling through it, but you're actually using the enhancers that's connecting to its senses. You're actually smelling the cinnamon buns. You're actually tasting the cinnamon buns now. Not only are you traveling, but that's what you're connecting with. You can really taste the cinnamon now. Right? That's what it is, guys. Getting connected to all levels of your senses and just high-rising them, to the highest form, to your avatar stream. It's a lot of fun when you understand how to play the mind telepathy game, right? So, in calculation, it high positions its high center. Okay, what is this through traction? All right, this is very easy. You should be able to get this. What is it? Dizzy on icing on top, everybody wants connections to all levels of cinnamon bun now, right? Yummy, yep. Zigzag, nope. Planet, nope. Apple, nope. A V, nope. Triangle, nope. Swirl, nope. Triangle. What is it? Rainbow, looks like a V, no. A house, plane, diamond, square, flux, X, arrow. Got it. Gypsy got it. Gypsy got it. Ding, 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 ding. Way to go, Gypsy. It's an arrow. See? No thinking, all knowing. Way to go, Gypsy. Beautiful. And that's how you set things up. Calculates and modifies all level position locations. All right, so you guys are going to travel through arrows now. All right, we're going to put it together. All right. So, high five. So we'll lock that in frame. We'll set position locations, line connection. We'll start adding things. Connection line system, right? How to travel through it is its position location to its connection. Right? See? Right? See how it connects? Everything connects. So I'm not drawing, I'm traveling. Just remember that. Okay? I'm traveling to everything. Right? See? See the UFO? What's going on? So you can do anything through arrows. You just have to know what you're doing through plateau. It interchanges its position location and line conditions to its division. Ooh-ah, there's the grounds. All three arrows, right? Through a UFO. All right, so you guys are going to travel through the arrows of a UFO, line, center, ground, interference location of its position. All right, travel position locations, setting up code line system. All right, so we get gratitude, line, center, and interference. Okay, so we go through the code equals arrow / box of triangle. There you go. Now you're traveling through the arrow. You have to understand what is the source. The source is the arrow. What is the teleportation? The UFO. What is the location? The crop circle to the ground system. You have to understand what's going on with the arrows of teleportation through its formula of its equation. Take Nikki out of the mind telepathy game. There you go. You're out. Yeah, no, you did a great job there, Gypsy. I'm just showing you how powerful it is when you travel through these things. I mean, you can pretty much travel through anything as long as you understand the setup through the avatar stream to its data processing. Okay, so now we're going through purple channel. Now, when I say purple channel, I mean the box. This is a channel of purple, which is calculated to where? The sun, right? So this is the sun. I'm going to confuse you guys. You're saying, whoa, wait a minute, General. I thought the sun's inside us. Yes, it is, but the sun is also outside. The sun can be any shape. Remember I was saying that one letter, one number, one position location, symbols, that condition line system. Everything is everything to that position location. So 1 plus 1 does not equal 2. That's all you guys know in calculations. So when you get into higher level system, 1 plus 1 is everything. Mass of nothing is everything of information. So this is the sun. It's all calculated. It's purple. It doesn't have to be a circle. Be anything. Confused yet? Remember, everything that I see is intelligence, and all levels of you is the sun inside through the moon. But anything that comes in coloration, if I say this is the sun, this is the sun, right? You have to understand that everything and anything can turn into anything through mutation, guys. It's all through perception of what you see through direction, right? That's why it's so powerful. Yeah, Ambi's confused. Well, if I'm everything and I merge into everything through mutation locations, you have to understand everything is calculated in all levels of purple. Purple is all levels of the sun. So the digital pad becomes the sun. Remember, it's all digitalized. So computers, guys, that's how we have to connect, right? On the sunset would be pretty. Yeah, I said I'm not confused. Not confused that position. So in calculations, you can go into yellow, right? So if this is the sun, what is this the equation? What's going on here? What just happened? I added something. Well, what is it? If the digital pad is the sun, what is this through its connections? Just color it in for you guys. What is this? It's pretty fascinating. What is this that you see? What is it? If this here is the sun, what's this? What is it? The moon? Portal? Core? Cinnamon bun? Abby's right. It's me. It's the person. It's you. It's the 9-line center. It's you. So you're in the center of the sun. So I did a reverse line center in nature and inference location line conditions. So this is the sun, and this is Ambi. Who you see how that works? In calculation, now she sees it. She sees this is the sun, and she sees now this is her. That's how it works. Pretty powerful when you connect to that system, guys. Pretty amazing when you see these things. Thumbs up, Ambi. Way to go. All right. So coloration is everything to positions, guys. You have to truly understand what you're doing. You have to go beyond the phenomenon of clocking of travel. Very powerful when you get into that. All right. So what is this? What is this? Go beyond. Now it's blue. What is it? What does blue represent to you? The moon, way off, the air, space, the space and time of me, third eye, space, the moon. Yeah, you guys are right. It's the moon. All right. So if it's the moon, what is this inside? Through calculations. What is this inside through calculation? Pretty insurance, you come in this high center. Rotation, interference, location, align conditions. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, but you guys will catch on a little bit more when you understand division line center or anything that connections. What is this? Whoa! Cool. Sala got it. Way to go, Sala. It's the modem. Ooh, yeah. You got it. It's the modem. Very good. Y line center, V line center, interference location, 369 pattern line connections of sonar position location modem. Wi-Fi position locations. So it's in calculation. How the moon is set up to its Wi-Fi of its antennas. Ooh, ah. Very good. This is fun, isn't it? See how it calculates in all levels at position locations. You're lost. Why are you lost? You have to go beyond the phenomenon, everybody. This is eternity standing when you come into this connections where this is the sun and this is ambi. All right? Just because I draw a picture doesn't mean this is the sun. You have to understand the connections of meaning in life is everything to source. Now, if you can merge into everything, you become everything, which means I could be anything through a square, which means I can be anything through a triangle, which means I can be anything through number. That is the telepathy of its position to its avatar, to its connection. That's why it's mind-blowing, right? You can't just say that this here, if I draw a picture here in calculation, just because it's yellow, that this is the sun. That doesn't mean it's the sun. Why? Because it's in the sky? No. It becomes whatever it wants to become. But to understand it is to understand the avatar of its operation. Because space is created from inside and all levels of division to time. Right? So what is this? Yeah, don't overthink. Let your imagination flow. Yeah. Feel, yeah, free to receive. Yep, very good. What is it? What's going on? It's yellow. Why clocking 369? Me. This is where it's interesting because it's everything. Because there's no right or wrong in space. It's me. Right? So you guys are catching on very quick, which is amazing too. So there's no thought process in space. It's all knowing. It's all doing. Right? All right. So let's do one more in calculations. All right. So we'll set the signals and position line connection. Okay. We're going to do a mind telepathy interference. Okay. Lock it in frame. Okay. What is it? What do you see? Remember, look at me. Don't look at that. What's going on here? Vortex. Nope. Tree. Nope. Green clouds. Nope. Mushroom. Nope. I must go for a moment. Take power position in mind telepathy. Good. You're good to go. Time. Hexagon. Tree. Milky Way. Separating spaces. Source energy. Hopping on generals. Funny. Dinner time. Triangle on a stick. No. Okay, take position of line centers of high levels of ground crew unit ones, bracket connections out equation. There you go. Triangle, pyramid, circle, square. This is a little bit more difficult, guys. Right? This is what I get position locations every single time. Sometimes I get easy, sometimes I get hard. It all depends what the communication gives me positions to all levels of frame or data streamline center or anything through simulation hologram. So in calculation, how many grid lines are there? Too many. Don't look at the spaces, look at the lines. This is intelligence. Everything here is set up intelligence of code weaving, location, line connections of a crop circle. All right? So to understand what you're seeing is the most important thing. But at high rises, it's division. It comes into its own light of activation. Right? So, all right, Kathy, take Kathy out of mind telepathy interference. I think that's good. It's been over an hour. You guys did fantastic. You're getting better through the mind telepathy interference line connections. Anything else? Let me know. I will be back on TikTok tomorrow. We go to Vegas. Adios.